Until now, the Vermont State Colleges system is looking to get funding from the state. The proposed number is $4 million.
The chancellor originally asked for $4 million. The governor, during his budget address, included $4 million increase to the base appropriation for all of the Vermont State Colleges.
But the Senate may have other plans.
My understanding is the Senate does not want to take it out of the Higher Education Trust Fund, so they're revisiting the entire bill. So we don't know if it'll be $4 million, we don't know if it'll be $2 million, we don't know if it'll be zero. We just don't know at this point.
Though the newly unified schools could operate with $2 million, there would still exist a deficit within the VSC system.
And the reason that the chancellor asked for $4 million is because if the system, if the Vermont State Colleges had $4 million additional to the base appropriation, that would essentially eliminate the deficit.
Regardless of the Senate's decision, Northern Vermont University has been granted its own funding for the first several years of operation.
We have the year 1, we have year 2, and we actually have year 3 as well. The total funding for the unification is like a $2 million package. We have, this is our chance. And both Nolan and I really want to make something special out of it.
Linda Ho, News 7, Johnson.
I've always been a frustrated artist. I could never find the medium that turned me on.
James Moss started his work 15 years ago. After retiring from his surgeon career, he originally picked up wood carving just for fun, but to also keep himself busy.
I always am more happy when I'm doing things with my hands.
Wood carving wasn't his first choice for art. He experimented with flat painting before.
I tried flat art a lot, and I couldn't get a picture that I was happy with. I couldn't get 3 dimensions. I discovered that if I can carve the 3rd dimension, it's easy to paint.
Moss started wood carving and painting through art classes, books, and practice. He says it's a very time-consuming process, and he believes it's not for everyone.
Who would want to spend 100 hours stroking each feather? You have to be crazy.
He'd like to share his skills with more people, but unfortunately, only older generations come to show their interest. He says younger generations may think it's just a craft, but to him, it's art.
We try to get young people interested, but I don't know if they haven't been exposed or they just think, I just can't do it. Some people don't realize they can do things and they're intimidated, but once they try it, they realize they can do it.
And though Moss hasn't taught anyone since he moved to Rygate, he always is ready to share his knowledge.
We're all a bit crazy and don't mind teaching. We want to promote the art form. And so I don't know if anybody would ever say no.
Lily Elmore, News 7, Rygate.
I first heard of Reiki 10 years ago. My mother had a friend of hers who was a Reiki practitioner. I decided that would be some good mother-daughter time. So we signed up for the classes together. It's a natural relaxation technique, administered by a gentle touch to your body. The benefits are relaxation, stress relief, pain control. It activates the body's natural ability to heal. The more that I get into it, it was really quite enlightening. It's all based on energy in your body and energy in the atmosphere. Reiki has nothing to do with religion. And I just tell them it's very enjoyable. I think they're very glad they tried it. We started this program 4 years ago with 1 practitioner, and now we have 7. And Vermont has a Reiki association, so there are a lot of Reiki practitioners.
It's about working with our volunteers to figure out what they want to do and how can we make the patient experience good by using their skills.
I can feel it when I start touching them. And they carry their pressure right here, and they enjoy it. Some hospitals will not do Reiki on their staff. I think they think it takes away from their patients. Made me a lot better person than what I was.
I always feel more energized and more relaxed.